2025 demonstrates renewed investor confidence in the sector. We are also working with companies wherever suspended operations or restructuring operating jobs or local stability. In 2025, two major mining companies contributed approximately 146 million beyond to community development funds.
President Bio say the success of in government not depend on the promise they no more, but real result will go improve the life of Salone people through better food production, quality education, strong economy, more job for people and responsible management of the country national resources. For the Society for Radio Democracy, me, Cherno Jallo, the report.
From that report today, the program now Good Morning Salone, they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Inside the edition of the program, we look at the President Bio in state opening speech and also look at activity of the day where the amendment bill, constitutional bill, way for pass into law today, within people of Salone go expect, and also within members of parliament the makeup of President Bio in speech. With two studio guests them, we get the program Honorable Sir Emerson Lamina, in the deputy leader too of government business na parliament, where they represent the Salone People's Party from Kono district. Good morning, Honorable, and welcome to the program. Good morning, Salone.
Yeah, thank you very much, 98.1. Good morning to the people in Salone.
And also now the program I want for welcome Honorable Peter Yamba Kuroma, in a member of parliament where they represent the All People's Congress Party from Bombale district. Good morning, Honorable, and welcome to the program. Good morning, Salone.
Very good morning to people in Salone.
Okay. The attention of the public today turned to Parliament for key activity where the constitutional amendment bill way for pass into law today. But also last week we've been get Parliament again get the public attention. We say the president go the state opening. We just don't get that report where Cherno Jallo puts together. Different people get different take on different sections then in different area of the presidency address. We go start for look at this address before we can look at the issue of the day. Honorable Emerson Lamina, the president in address, he just don't listen to the reports we parliamentary reporter puts together. Different people get different perspective, different take. What's in your own take on the president in speech and whose area will get your attention?
Yeah, very importantly, pursuant to section 84, subsection 3, that the Constitution, no less a document of Sierra Leone, the President, His Excellency, President Julius Maada Bio, he gets a duty where they perform every year. Number one, for prorogue parliament. Number two, for opened. These are the fourth session where His Excellency, the President, don't opened. For parliamentarian them, inside that, we see President Julius Maada Bio as a compassionate man. Remember, section 73, subsection 1, they tell you, say, the president, now also member of parliament, he lost in colleague them. He actually give out tribute to him lost colleagues them, formal and even current, even to the extent of actually giving condolence to the late chairman of the APC. That's like a compassionate man we see a sincere man. We are not there yet, and he realized that through one, we are not there yet. That he confessed he still get unfinished tax. But I'm telling you, when you evaluate, you draw the nexus from inside police country and also now, President Julius Maada Bio, he don't try. We see an accountable, open himself will be an accountable, me an accountable. You see, in duty as a very sacred, leadership as a very sacred office. That are the man. We see him like a national father. National father, we look at Sierra Leone, East, West, South, North, and see benefit go everywhere. We see President Bio as a grassroots man. He aligned. You know, I see microcosm of a 15-year-old mother na Bombali district, Makeni, we say, this is a 15-year-old mother where get speaking at the end of the day able for grapple up. Can you imagine? He able for align himself. That 15-year-old mother is serve as a real epitome of a young grassroots mother, yet resilience. That are the kind of man I see. We see a cohesive father in his speech, that a man will believe in national cohesion, a demonstrator in many of the paragraphs that indeed President Julius Maada Bio should say in a cohesive father. We see a president who want electoral reform, who said this country been day, our way for change and bring fine laws in, we're going to make stand international times. That are the kind of man who see. When I look at Salon law today, they behind in many things. That are the man where they push forward that Salon will for align himself. We see a man where did say, I get unfinished tax, so yet in my unfinished tax, he still focused. That are the man we see. And because he still focused, he make you know the mark the way don't create and the big 5 game changers. That are President Julius Maada Bio we see. The 5 big game changers. We see our President Julius Maada Bio don't fit agriculture. You know agriculture, SO2. He fit agriculture and he bring calm real agriculture. Whether in inland valley swamp, the market don't make it, or crop production, the market don't make it, or animal husbandry, the market don't make it, or agricultural extension. That are the mark. We see in all of these things, the statistics, the figures, then they show that through one, Salowe they spend 250 million for bringing staple food. You don't cut down to about 150 million. That's a huge tax. You see, the regulation, a proper economy we make, when in the egg, they buy, first of they import egg, now I don't discourage. Importer you not get mine again because you don't make agriculture, poultry, then they work all over the country, whether from the north, from the east, from the south. Western area and the rural area, you see boku poultry today by 70% increase. That not a man that you see say through one, you don't fit agriculture. You also see a man who don't press forward for accelerate human capital development. How do we know? And also no president in the last 30 years will donate 22% of our national budget. See, this not towards education. And let me tell you one secret, the greatest asset of any nation, not to mineral resources itself, that the human capital. That now in President Julius Maada Bio, he believe 22% he delve out, whether from the primary, whether a free WAS, free Becker, or free MPSC. That is it. And the guy to do well in the sciences, whether you get access for university degree. That now President Julius Maada Bio will actually make places that have called college, he make the university. President Julius Maada Bio a correct and historical injustice against the people of Kono. Historical wrong for over a century since we get Western education, no university. President Julius Maada Bio he make us feel say yes to true one. I can begin from class 1 till I get degree and not even can return. That is it. So for 3 years I go in search of education at the north. I go my Goroka Boys Secondary School. Why? In search of education today, we carry our Western area university. Why? Today, the Kono begin in Bon Kono. You know, go say yet he become educated. That time in President Julius Maada Bio do. He turn college like Mitimagai, university. Whether Eastern Polytechnic like Kenima, university. That now the president who know we actually give all in all towards education. We see President Julius Maada Bio we discourage maternal mortality by 70%. That time a man, Beloma they born force them. In the Engats, me I see naked as a mayor of Ikwedu City. I can't candle go way below the bone. Oh yes, where in torchlight failed, battery done, we all candle below man they deliver. President Julius Maada Bio, if you go Kono now, we are an envy. We don't get a maternal center of excellence in collaboration with Professor Paul Edward Farmer. That are the kind of place we get today. Kono to an envy with 100 beds. That's not President Julius Maada Bio in government. We in partnership. We are going to get 3 modern theater then. That are the place. Before this time around, Beloma they born under candle or torchlight. That are President Julius Maada Bio. We don't call the President Julius Maada Bio Material Center of Excellence. Where are Lumbling or Wilberforce. That are the man. He don't transform the health sector. He began at himself 8 years back. Where are we? We are there now. As a matter of fact, that are President Julius Maada Bio.
Honorable, they come to the APC rep, if that's the same mark, it will give the president. And due to his state opening speech, you make mention of the things them way they don't the government don't do for Kono. You make mention of the Kono University. The last time I checked, concern be still they come up for this university where people they raise concern say it's still not in operational and they don't sell form to people, and that's an allegation that the university no starts operation yet.
That's possibly not only economize the truth, but I hope you go down. As I talk to you, even next week the student union get the elections. Our place will be operational. Student union, without students, there is no university at all. Student union, government or Kono University, and they get the election process next week. So you can imagine, Kono University, definitely, I will tell you so at the moment, and they occupy government technical, but the administrative building, it is on post, the lecturer, then they on post, you get students the way they told you now. You can imagine, for the past 3 years, Kono University, they operate. What kind of university, yes?
The bill where government launched, they don't complete them?
No, I'm going to tell you say it completed. But I will tell you say if you go na Fandu inside the building and there, you go see lecture room, you go see hall, you go see computer center, but incomplete. Why incomplete? We want to commend the government of Sierra Leone. We don't donate at least a $2 million towards that project. It is an ECOWAS. Now, actually, Indian government, now in the ECOWAS this money also for Lego come. But before that money they come, President Josman Abiodun empower local. I'm talking of locals. I'm talking of 2 fine engineers there, Sasesi and Mr. Papa Chendeka. We don't go ahead through the GOSL funding for start structures at a very university ground while they're waiting. University necessarily not mean all structures. It is our hope that it will happen. As I tell you, for the same Kono University, Miss SF Nawe Sudan and Honorable Abukabo, we are steering committee members there for WAO. I'm talking of West African Health Organization. Before we don't face, now the steering committee, because at the day, WAO approved through ECOWAS. WAO approved $544,000 for build a modern clinic and a very Kono University. That is it. They go on. I believe say the Ministry of Technical and Higher Education and the Ministry of Health, they now they together for that they implemented. So university normally not can actually be the structures, but when you get a very strong curriculum, when you get a very strong syllabus, when you get people will get potential for thorough research, definitely somebody can get education. I'm a typical example. I did not go through any first class education. Now SLBC I get me education. You go say to that educated? No, I'm talking of Jalan University, SLBC. But I'm an educated man because the structure, the syllabus, the curriculum where I go through here, they actually equip me to anybody we're going to have first class university, whether in overseas or not. Okay. That are the kind of state Kono University go. But I will tell you, say, President Julius Malabio is a very, very optimistic man in government, very optimistic that the project that Kono there will be completed before long.
All right. Now, as my colleague mentioned earlier on about the building of that particular place, what you mentioned, say, lectures still go on, even though they use a different side. What's the problem? Is it that now funding, now the issue we make up till now, the progress of that building, they stall?
Yeah, remember around 2021, the government of Sierra Leone, we actually signed an agreement with ECOWAS of 32 million. I remember very, very well, 32 million. Remember, President Julius Malabio came around, yes, around March. President Julius Malabio came 2018, around sometimes June. I remember the minister, J.J. Safari, the Minister of Finance, then they write this letter to ECOWAS, and this fund they also come. Now, actually, the Indian government, you see counterpart funding, now, the Indian government then trust ECOWAS this money also, and Salon government been going into agreement. But Salon government should be highly, highly commended because it don't do your own parts. At least with the $2 million to local contractors, then it's a hope that the donor through ECOWAS will actually give this money also, so the building will go. But I will tell you, say 20% of that funding don't go. I will tell you reality, I don't see modern, I'm talking of ultra modern building, drawing, procurement processes don't be advanced. When the Indian contractor, because the Indian they give the money, they will get part and parcel of the contract, and also part and parcel of the contract with local contractors then will also benefit. But this is a huge dream. For the fact that President Julius Maada Bio correct this historical wrong again the people of Kono, I'm telling you, a name will ever then at the annals of history in the life of the Kono natives.
So you think say before President Bio left power, this structure go don't settle?
I am very, very optimistic. What optimism by the way? That I get confidence and I get faith that definitely it will come to pass.
It's continue for the way to inside the program. In name na Honorable Sir Emerson Lamina, the Deputy Leader 2 of Government Business na Parliament for the SPP. As we will look into the speech of President Bio, and same way so we get for look inside. Today, we member of Parliament then get for vote for the constitutional amendment bill. Musa?
Yes, indeed. As my colleague mentioned, we get 2 members of Parliament now. We get Honorable Sir Emerson Lamina. We just listen to now with the count we other member of Parliament from Bombali districts where they represent the All People's Congress Party. Honorable, we'll start with you. The President addressed Parliament inside state opening. Mention the things that we don't do and the things that we a government plan for do. As an MP, what is your assessment of the entire statement and what are your highlights of the day?
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Please allow me to start with admitting that I'm happy for share the platform with my leader and a very close colleague of mine. So definitely I thank you for giving me that opportunity today. The President come graciously and I responsibility and I in duty for can engage and talk with the people in the country. My assessment na this. I will tell you frankly, say I like everything where the President talked in introduction. That present a precedent where definitely would they see a departure from initial militant kind of exuberance we characterize the start of his presidency to one way reconciliatory, one way they look like say all of a sudden he realized the essentiality of a nation that should be together. So he captured all of that in paragraph 6, which paragraph 6 is one of those where I really like an acknowledgement of office and the fact that this responsibility given to us, given to him, and by extension even to all of us, is actually from the people. It is of the people, and that we for recognize that and do not depart from that. So it's an honest disposition. I saw a president in that speech who tried as much as possible to be honest, as compared to other years them, other times them. So we need for give in kudos to that. In that speech as well, I see a president who will recognize the importance of the opposition. He recognized the importance of the opposition, and particularly that can be referenced in paragraph 13 of his speech. Also, he talked about a strong democracy and the necessity of a responsible opposition. An opposition will get the support of millions of people, and that could not be taken away from them. And that the opposition is responsible for all government to tasks, for see what in government they do. So again, this we can see a departure from a president where initially don't look the opposition as the enemy, the opposition as the destroyer, the opposition as the enabler for all the bad things to an opposition where if he say it's necessary for their around, an opposition where they play a part, an opposition where get huge membership and it gets huge following. So again, you see an aspect of reconciliation, an aspect of, introspection in the speech of the president. So that one should not be taken away from him. I thank him very much. Whilst we get several other things that we can applaud the president for in this speech, but we also get a few challenges.
No, look at the challenges then. You say you see the president in the calmest mood in this address.
Correct.
Yeah, what do you think or what factor you think is responsible for that calm president from the president will be sabi, as you say, military exuberance by then?
Yes, I can only put it to one thing, a realization over time that and if in fact he allude to one of the sections, and he even decide for talk Rio Day. Oh my God, sorry about that. Let me put this thing off. Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
I need to try for that. So he allude that to say, and he put her even in Creole for say, one hand no they take broke banga or take banga. He did it somewhere in the speech. No, one hand no the tie bundle. So I can only put it to the fact that he has all of a sudden realized that this whole package need everybody. He need the opposition. He need this. He need everybody for come on board. So that I can understand. In fact, me now one of the people. Honestly, I go talk na public. One of the people we think say the president in militant disposition earlier was not him. I think he is a president who was misled, and now he's a president who realized that he was misled, and now he should come back. And we are seeing it. We are seeing it is in his demeanor. We are seeing it is in his statements, and now they are much more conciliatory than they were before. So that cannot be taken away. And most of the times we blame presidents them, but we should equally more often blame those around him, those advisors, those this. And I cannot this one what they talk, you can only see it even in this speech that the president was misled. Even in this speech, there are aspects where we can refer to that you can say the president was misled. Go to paragraph 28. You go see the president was misled.
We can look at that particular side. Also, you say they mislead the president, but not to the first thing. This the president in speech things then he did way. I mean, after the president kid already, plenty of people can say, even member of parliament, and say this they mislead the president. But you talk about the president calm, and then they made the misleader. Who don't know the people around the president so we think say mislead the president? We make they see the opposition as problem.
The president rely on certain people. He give positions to prominent. He give it go look at people and he give them prominent positions where it expects he go rely on them for do that. From the start, and this is no secret, it's public opinion that from the day where the election results were read, and we see where it was announced that SLPP win elections, and straight off the SLPP went into a program for a transitional kind of program for look at waiting be done happen, waiting not happen. We saw the language we even come up from there by no other person than the then chief minister. We saw that the rhetoric in that particular set the tone for what follow right across. It's a rhetoric of the demons. It's a rhetoric of the devils. It's a rhetoric of those who hate Sierra Leone. So it set the tone. It raised the temperature. It creates anger. It divides the nation. That tone set the stage. And we see, I mean, when the then Chief Minister David Francis come on radio, I listen to him, they talk on radio, they promote a book way right. I think he made a public admission that he's sorry for what be happen. He again himself be they say he was misled. It was a public acceptance that tone was not correct.
And do you think say in one of the people we misled the president?
Definitely is part of the con.
Right. Now then you say you as president or you when a papana host forget your mind, even though you get you picking you where you can tell you things that maybe where you come out to, but you forget your mind on your own. Is it that President Bionomin get in mind on your own? We make people influence for begin to do things that are against the opposition or things they not correct?
You're correct. But politics now a whole different ball game. Imagine somebody don't come out from an election. Sometimes now bruising elections kind of. You know, sometimes can they una go don't meet up you party self una no for jamot, so say una go jamot. And you know, just the immediate aftermath of that elections. And you remember that time even the president now they claim say he was attacked, he was spotted stones at, and the motorcar was destroyed and several other things. So at that moment, that material moment, that initial moment, you expect it must get a little bit of, it's just natural that you go get a little bit of anger around you. So if somebody come back, he can add to that thing there. You know, can provide an enabling environment. We go say, okay, pa, we don't win now. No, just take it easy and start. He come back, he can add pantap there. Of course, as a human being, you'll be initially swayed to go that way there. And that is what I would say set the tone for what went on.
Okay. Honorable, we come back to you. When we come next to you, we look at specifics in the speech. I see you highlight them. One mention some of the things and we not think say we not disagree with what the president mentioned, and if you say the mislead and some of the things that we say in a parliament, but they can look at them and the Honorable Emerson Lamina, the president, according to the opposition, has been calm in this parliament than ever before, and the opposition rep na the program believe say he was misled all these years long. You believe that?
I don't believe it at all. And President Julius Malabio make follow understanding in paragraph 260. He said political disagreement is very natural in democracy. Say bots, tribalism, hate speech, misinformation, they divide with people. They don't remember we see also I can call it the only number in the world. But you don't begin to misinform the people now. President Julius Malabio has never since become he can never be misled. No way. Is what President Malabio do? He say naturally we disagree. He said, but tribalism, hates, and misinformation. He said, it is divide with people. Such a statement can divide with people. I see President Julius Malabio has ever since been calm, calculative, and as a tactician, ask himself a few questions. You know, President Julius Malabio, the way he actually gets governance, not to President Ege Bloblo at all. Ask himself, why is it that the APC, when they are in power, they can rule well, quiet, no trouble. One later I will see President Ernest Bai Koroma, a man with a even sell a vehicle, he want to drive himself. And they come around peace and they go on the beach side. Peace! And then that. But look at President Julius Malabio old power. One peace, one blow. How many attacks? You're talking of 3 major protest demonstration attack to the extent of overthrowing his government. Can you imagine? He asked himself, Pakaba, why is it I never enjoy governance in the hands of ruthless, in the hands of an apprehensive opposition? He was even overthrown at the time. 1997. He was even overthrown. We give back to the way of democracy today. That's Pakaba. Throughout. He asked himself, President Julius Malabio, so such a person, he said, I don't win this government democratically. I for enjoy now, leverage, and put the country, but every day attack, every day demonstration.
Well, plenty
that are the kind of president. I'm coming. So by saying
contribute on the issue of tension at the country, by way how himself can say some things there.
No way. President Julius Malabio has never been calculative. What did President Julius Malabio do as a father of the nation should be commended, very commended. As he admits that he's a reconciliatory president. Can you imagine? To many pundits and critics, or I can call them cynics, they actually disagree with many things President Julius Malabio do. But because of this man, he shows himself as the father of the nation. For example, in paragraph 262, President Julius Malabio see that the AGR with the instruction that if we actually discontinue, he used the CPA, what they call the Criminal Procedure Act, specific reference to Section 45. that if for null a prosecute, that's what it mean. If for discontinue every charge against a former president, the hands were on the wall. The handwriting been very, very clear. Me and you to know. You know, me born something around the year 1987. 88. It's very important for now we know this on issue when young people not been born it. It's been very clear that there was a sitting. This is not a former now. A sitting, but President Jos Malabio say such a thing, Sierra Leonean from all sides, they will treat out maturity and around maturity they will go to. This is a president we don't miss attack for them and kill him. We don't miss attack for them overthrow in government. Yes, it's very hard the way they be now. Yet he said, AG, go ahead. Do section 45, no prosecute this case, drop these charges. But when you look at history back around 1987, you will see a sitting vice president, Mina by name. He was charged with the same crime. They call him treason, misprising of treason. He been getting knowledge, you know, why have I been talking this year? That's the crime. I will tell you, Musa Cheron, on that very day, Mina not sleep like Us, na Palemba Road the end. That was the same crime we've been there around for our president. So but President Jos Malabio, yeah, I tell you so. But he said, no, we cannot. President Ernest Bai Koroma, he get a role for play for heal the unity and the coincidence of this nation. I think say we can drop this year. That I can't mind you see. But this man, the beginning of in government, as this man say we look more militant. Peace no day. Why me and you feel say the only way APC they have power, everybody for quiet. Peaceful day, they don't feel threatened, they don't feel attacked, and they can't attack them, they for carry on governance. That is it. Okay. Then the SLPP believe. SLPP believe say, no, when I do opposition, make I go teach. Most of them be intellectual. Make I go to NGO. Make I go do research. Make I go make me farm, me coffee farm, me cocoa farm, me cola farm. Make I go there, make I get myself engaged. Make I accept. But these people on the other side, they say, no. Why is it for me so? It should not be so. This is not one country. These are one people.
We come back
we all,
to you when we're
the same.
We can look at which are the easy we make President Bio the drive, the putting glass down. And also can look at no, you mentioned say former President Kumami the pass the putting glass down because they're gonna beat you one green. So just one
because you don't believe so well, he can only attack.
When we come back, we'll look at that. Continue for the week.
More position is even parliament talk.
Continue for the week.
Describe the SLPP.
In name na Honorable Sir Emerson Lamina, the Deputy Leader 2 of Government Business na Parliament, as today they look inside the speech of President Bill make na Parliament, and same way so we'll go look inside the issue of the Constitutional Amendment Bill. We member of Parliament then go vote today. We'll go for a break. When we come, we'll continue the program. Good morning, Salon.
Digital banking, don't come for it.
I said so. You look stressed so.
Nah, bank they won't go so.
Me sister, go digital.
Digital?
Yes, with Bloombank Digital Banking. Just tap, click, swipe and send money, receive money, check your balance, pay your bills and get quick loans before Jacko Kotiai.
Oh, Abula fly.
Well, bring your phone.
Not so easy and quick.
Yes, with Bloombank Digital, you can bank with freedom any side of the world. Your money is safe and secure. Also, you can do business and transfer money instantly by your currency across Africa. Quick one with Colats.
Wow! As from today, call me Aisatu Bloombank Digital. And they could tell all me party them for joining Bloombank Digital Banking.
Go ahead and download our digital banking app from Google Play Store and Apple Store, or visit any of our branches for further details. For no more, you can visit our website, bloombankafrica.com. Bloombank Africa. Let's make it happen.
You dey look for sign for keep you money and for make you business grow?
Well, now the term is so for keep you money with any community bank or financial services association, where then they call FSA, with their own side na salon, because then a good party with good condition, very easy for the ordinary man.
They go guide you fine one, but how for manage your money for change your life and the people them and your community. Remember say when you keep your money in a bank, where they near you not just they keep money for bye-bye, but you they help your community for go before.
So waiting you the wait, you be businessman or farmer, petit together, so you act person, teacher or anybody keep your money in any community bank or FSA where they
Salon, they continue, and remember say we can't go on the phone now. They get the Attorney General and Minister of Justice Alpha Sise for I can tell you about the preparation today as finally Member of Parliament then go vote for the Constitutional Amendment Bill. The program now Good Morning Salon will come to you live from Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. You can be part of the program by you can send in a message on the number 077-981-981. Now on the line now, they talk to the Attorney General and Minister of Justice, Alpha Sise. Good morning, sir. Welcome to Radio Democracy.
Good morning, Radio Democracy. Good morning to the people of Salon.
All right. Today, hopefully, it will be the final day of the Constitutional Amendment Bill as Member of Parliament then go vote for it today. But firstly, how the process mean don't turn like?
Well, I would say the process don't be very consultative. Of course, we don't lay out the history. The president, in his speech to the nation yesterday, lay out a very strong case for a yes vote for this bill. So don't lay out the history and the process. We go back to the Lome Peace Agreement, to the TRC, to the Peter Tucker Committee, to the Cowan Committee, to the Tripartite Committee, and then the bill will put in a parliament. And of course, over the past couple of weeks, the country don't watch the debate in a parliament. You know, we don't make a case for the proposal, so we don't also able for engage with members of parliament and open some of the proposals and we lay inside this bill. Now take note, see, even before we go to parliament for make the debate start, we don't get a lot of consultative meetings with civil society, with interest groups, with political parties, including the APC. We don't get a technical group. We work on them proposals here, so made up of representatives from the APC as well as representatives from government. All them processes don't inform the bill we did before Parliament, and with Parliament don't debate, don't shape significantly into I would say a better version of what originally go to them. So it is our hope that today members of Parliament will do right by their own oath and vote on the bill. And of course we will expect a yes vote. But first we expect say yes, then go actually stay in and vote as required of them.
All right. Now, during this process, we get a lot of people, organization them, we send in them position paper. Una may able factor some of them position paper how we people been sent to Una.
Oh yes, we factor in the position papers where people send to me. For example, people they will feel say the threshold for winning presidential election will not be very clear on who put say a majority of the votes. People in the way will feel say for put in the requirement of 20% and 2/3 of the voting district will cause tension at certain districts and etc. So we listen to all of that. The APC SEPCAM, there's a big whole same view, and so we say all right, we dispose of all of that and get a very clear language in line with the APC proposal, with the tripartite proposal, that the threshold will be 50+1. So we move from 55% and count to 50+1. Now some of them position papers yet, so I'm not inform that kind of proposal. Then you can't do other things we get for do with the proportional representation system where instead don't dominate the debate. We get a lot of feedback from position papers, plenty of position papers. We want to get clarity on how this PR system will. Plenty position papers being expressed concern say in the PR system that the party and they constitute the list, not to the voters, and also we can clarify say no. In some countries, PR systems say we operate in ways we are in the party members or the parties required for run open primaries. We are in the people and get for determine who that in fact they get on that list today. We say that is the model that we propose for Bring Canada. So we also get the open list model and voters get for see the names of the persons we they vote for. So all then position papers and then discussions, because what we do, each time we see position paper, we call the people into a meeting. Not to them all be able for meet, but plenty of them we able meet with them and clarify them things. So, and then we able make sure say it enrich waiting with the go present in the parliament. And so we will go to parliament, we will present to members of parliament, say government, they propose proportional representation, but government want make a separate law. We will require political parties for run this way. We will also require political parties to say whether they submit list, whether they send one list, when a woman they no more day. So we make sure we secure the minimum 30% quota, both the A list and B list, and so we ensure say if woman comes now, woman and they replace them. All anything in the Now, the position papers, the views expressed by various actors across the country, as well as the technical team, were made up of APC and the government of Salon. Now, inform the modifications here. So, and then we also Parliament get for votes on today.
All right. So, lastly, even though the opposition may get a lot of concern, we get for do with the PR, the threshold, and the rest. What do you expect from the opposition in relation to this?
Well, we expect to negotiate them views on the ballot because members of Parliament get for votes. We expect it today. We, they get for votes on the bill, on first on the clauses, and then vote on the bill. It's even a chance for me to shape them further, and make them even better. And that when time it for votes, they will state them views on the ballot. We expect them to vote yes. But of course, them free for votes other way. But we'd expect people will really put the country at heart, not play politics with their reform here. So because now things that we will all be non-committed to say we go do, and we go do the right thing for the country. And really, like I say, I will close by acknowledging and say, yes, we all always don't say no election system is perfect. First pass the put gets challenges, PR challenges. How we close the gaps, address those challenges, but not left handed. We put them in the law, but also make sure that the institutions we get responsible for manage the reforms here so then go through the new reforms and do right by the law. That includes political parties, that includes the Electoral Commission, that includes the PPRC, that includes civil society. We all get for do it part for make sure to work for Salon. But yes, government really believes we should really talk about inclusion, the peace and stability of this country. So it's very important. By elections, it costs a lot, but also the fact say we really want to make emphasis on representation among we're going to reflect the diversity of the country, of political actors as well. I also want to say in some of them position papers and including the engagement with APC, we will also say for make Parliament reduce the threshold. Because when you reduce the threshold, it becomes possible for make smaller parties and independent candidates and win and come. And that way, we get a diverse parliament. We get a system where one political party will just claim an entire district and nobody represents that. Yeah, so we get a system. We will make sure say if 50 or 55% of voters vote for this party, but then another set of people 40, 30 vote for another party or other parties, may then be represented in the parliament. So we get a country where they celebrate the diversity of views, of political activities, of tribes, of interest groups, and that make government the support within the current Constitutional Review Committee. They recommend that we transition to the proportional representation system of government.
Plenty thank you. Alpha Sisi, Attorney General, Minister of Justice, for joining inside the program this morning.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right. In name Alpha Sisi, the Attorney General, Minister of Justice, as a give updates about preparation so far. As Member of Parliament, then today go vote for the constitutional amendment bill we presently in a Parliament.
The program Good Morning Salon continue. We still get studio guests them inside the program. When I will get chance for talk on the amendments and the bill, what you would expect from Parliament today, from the ruling SLPP, from the opposition APC and the MPs PC them na Parliament. I come to my other studio guests them would round up on President Bio in speech. I come to Member of Parliament from Bobali District, Honorable Peter Iyamba Kuruma. In the whole speech of the President, you begin look at some of the areas then. The President talk about the achievements then. What do you make up of the achievement the way the President mentioned saying government don't achieve and the promises that we make?
The achievements and where the President highlights, we all go accept, say, nothing them where the President be on the report on severally. And whilst I'm in the report, they talk about in their achievement there, the President was, I can only say the President was misled. For instance, in paragraph 28, I think, where the President talk about how they improve the economy to the extent that the exchange rate don't stabilize to the level to be calmed down, and now it is somewhere around 10 point something, the inflation rate and etc. But in actual fact, that figure they wrong. Inflation rate currently stand at 14.77%, not the 10 point something percent we talk about. So that information could only have been given him by somebody, one of his people. So he was misled and causing an embarrassment for the president. And also, why is it that the reference was made up to for April, whilst the speech was given here almost in August? Why did they not attempt to give us something recent? So because they try to mislead the president and mislead the country, they hide that figure. So we are now putting it out that the current inflation rate stands at 14.77%.
Perhaps the president's speech be based on that April.
Why April? He's giving us a speech this time, and I see no reason why it was not possible for capture up to now. There wasn't no reason for capture. That is misleading. That is deceptive, and we are led to believe as a country that is what it is. So because they don't want to say it's standing at that rate, so they had to come down to April. That's disingenuous, and I've seen one of the areas where they mislead the president. The president sincerely talked about a promise about 500,000 jobs for the youth, and he acknowledged that he made that promise. But when you look at that speech, the president just stopped short of telling us how much was achieved. That no data was presented. No data was presented. The president talked about how some youth don't gain experience, work experience in some areas. And work experience is, although it is part of the whole process, but we are talking about gainful employment. I think Nadande had been promised the youth of this country. And we wanted to see it could have been more proper, more beneficial for us to see figures alluding to that particular achievement. To sell 500,000 jobs which were promised. So that fell short in the president's presentation to this nation. So you get several more where they talk about, for instance, the roads infrastructure. Yes, you go see that there are certain promises where the president don't make since, I go say from 2020, I can still remember in state opening in 2019, those promises started. The Tompare, Kamakwe Road, those were existing promises. We don't live up to now. How many years? Don't do. Why have they not been achieved? We were given timelines already at that time, that these are projects and we're already done, they're underway, we already done secure funding for them. Why is it that they are still not there? In the speech of what he said, I'm so happy about one thing where the president talked. One thing, this time the president talked about a baseline as to how it could be judged. I think that is commendable. How it could be judged. So he said this could be judged by what we don't achieve. Projects completed, projects achieved. So there's so much that you go say still there on the shelves as promises. So if you realize in this speech, the president made little promises this time than he did in previous state opening addresses. This time, he reduced the promises because again, it is all about realizing that we are in some territory that is becoming inconvenient for us. We don't promise that much, and we are still yet to deliver that much. He talked about the energy sector, where he spoke about the enhancement of the Kenema grid, which is laudable, which is fine. But we have a situation of Bumbuna, which this country, in history, relied on. I know we have other opportunities elsewhere, the Bikongo, where we just don't ratify in a parliament. Those are other bigger opportunities. But Bumbuna was already there. Bumbuna, now in the country we don't invest pan. Now we need to go further. Now we see Bumbuna in the dry season, in output, almost they go very, very small to the extent that you're not able to produce much. Why did the president under the energy sector, why not tell we about an aspiration as they aspire for rehabilitate the Kenema grid? How why factor, for instance, the Bumbuna grid? So there's a whole lot more that still remains as promises and promises and promises. And now we see how far the president don't come, what he don't left for farm. It's difficult. But again, we thank him that he don't give you an opportunity for judge him, and he don't give you the parameters by which we should judge him. And that judgment in our
continue for the way to inside the program in Nemna Peter Yambakuma in a representative from Bombali district as we look into the president's speech. And when we come back, we'll come to Honorable Sir Emma Silamina. When can tell we in response to some of the concern there we Peter Yamba get on issues them we are in say they mislead the president on certain figure. We'll go for a break. When we come, we continue the program. Good morning, Saloon.
Cecil, do you know any sharp user I go able get quality laptop or desktop computer for buy? When I go give me wahala like the last one?
Aisha, you see this Dell computer na me hand? It don't pass 8 years from where I begin user. It no one day give me problem. Na Palestino International in shop, na 5 and 6 Gloucester Street, na they are buyer. Not to copyright Palestino they sell, na original. You see this me plasma TV, this Samsung home theater, me standing fan and mobile phone. Every day when you see them, it's like a new one. They don't pass 8 years na me hand. Palestino don't open Palestino International Computer Shop na 3 Bojon Street Bow. Also you they get all kind computer for buy. For more, just call 076 56 5432 077805898. Palestino International in Computer Shop. All team day for you.
Salon, they take action for every mama and every pikin. Together, we go reach zero. We all for take action. So no mama no go die where it give life. No pikin no go die from preventable sickness. No pikin no go left behind for take maclate. The race to zero, they on now.
But zero no go happen by chance. If you na mama or belle woman, take action. Go na clinic early. If you na papa, take action. Support mama, care you picking from maclate. If you na chief, take action. Encourage belle woman then for go hospital for the well body one. We all for take action for save the life of we woman and picking them. So join me today for take action for reach zero. This message they come out from the Ministry of Health together with the Ministry of Information and Civic Education.
Salon, they continue inside the program. We call over to Honorable Sir Emma Silamina. We are the Deputy Leader 2 of Government Business in Parliament. Honorable, you mentioned, you agree with your colleagues say about figures. We are going to say they mislead the president about, inflation rate fell to 44.4% in December 2025, but rose to 10.8 in April 2026. And in concern at that, why in April 2026 where we day in August at this moment?
Yeah, thank you very much. With the greatest respect to the colleague, it's like ready with the times. Now in this country, all you have been the way inflation rates have been 54% in 2024. Can you imagine? This is now one blessing we salon people for gladding for the Minister of Finance, Minister Fantamadi Bangura. He chased inflation. Can you imagine? From 54% sometimes in 2024. It changed inflation to the extent it bring inflation to 4.4% before we all in this country are. But Abu and Cheron and Musa, now only that if you know with the times, we not eat, we not drink. How comes Ukraine war come? When they supply wheat, when we for the eat bread 30% of the world width. And then in war. How comes the Gulf, Middle East war come? When they supply fuel for about 40% of the world. We not eat, we not drink. I'm coming. I'm not in the land. I'm not coming. We not eat, we not drink. How comes all of a sudden we get this steady fuel going? You don't say fuel price as it shoot up so. When caused by America and Ukraine Israel war, today it affect everything they do. This is very important.
The honorable not get issue with the current inflation rates. The issue we get, why is it at 14.7 but the president read 10.7? That's the contention.
That I tell you, say, you know, with the times, Google today and look at inflation rates. You're talking of 4.4, 6 months back before getting all school stars. As it is, 10%, but 4.4% of inflation rates is very clear. But in all of these things, you're not only crowd for austerity. Does this concern you?
Why the president not read them as it is?
In all of these
as
things.
The current inflation rate.
Google current inflation rate, you go see and there. The president was very correct. It can never be misled. The president spoke. I'm coming. The president spoke with figures. It's very clear. This is not astronomical.
When the minister presents the supplementary budget, he said inflation rate is at 14.7, and the president reached just a week later. He read the state opening speech and put the inflation rates at 10.7, according to the Honorable Yamba.
The president in speech is very current with the times. As I talk to you, me to the blama, you know, Google and see. The president was very correct. It can never be misled. The president spoke with figures. With figures, I can tell you what. He mentioned about Bikongo very importantly. Me and me born it. But the people of Bikongo, when they live around Kenny-Makono area, they were deprived. I'm coming, Chero. They were deprived because the hue and crowd they cry for Bumbuna today, Abu Chero and Musa, you know, for Lombi. But I remember very well, around 1969 to 1972, there was a man called Gadi Capio, Minister of Energy. They recommend, Italian can recommend Bikongo. They say Bikongo, the naturalness of Bikongo cannot be compared to Bumbuna. But because of whatever reason, they shift her to Bumbuna. Look at the infrastructure, look at the money, look at the time we always to Bumbuna. Where Bikongo been from so natural for supply the entire Freetown, the entire southeast. That are the potency where Bikongo been get. I'm glad you mentioned very, very well. These are the president spoke with figures. Infrastructure. Inside 8 years, President Julius Maada built 24 bridges. You have to know them. They're very clear. They're very clear. If you go there, you see Sengapia Bridge, you see Atlantic Bridge, you see Sewa Bridge, you see Wanje Bridge, you see Maju Bridge, you see all of this Papaki Bridge, you see Maso Bridge, you see PC Adikalimolu Bridge. These are clear times. The president spoke with figures and what. You see Moyamba Bridge, you see Goma Bridge, you see Jujuba Bridge, you see Mangori Bridge, you see Morovia Road Bridge, you see Leon Bridge, you see Machu Bridge, you see them bridges are all employed. You see Old School Bridge, you see Lefuma Bridge, you see Mando Bridge, all of these bridges. Tangible development. I also benefit from 2 major bridges. You go Kwako to the Konondi Street, you see a bridge. Yes, you go Ikuma today, you see a bridge. Very clear. 8 years, this president construct 24 bridges. Clear times. You go there, you feel them. You know, President Julius Maada Bio, he turned 4 government schools in this country works hard. If you go to the PO, you go to the Kenema government, you go to the Bo school, you go to the Magboka Boys Secondary School. The school let me attend. I know of presidents there. I know a president who attend Magboka Boys Secondary School. I mean that so lefa. President Julius Maada Bio, if you go there, you see 23 building. You see multi-purpose hall, canteen. That is it. The school I go. But yet, minister and they were attend our school, Magboka Boys School, they left for the president. I tell us school, Magboka Boys School, and left against him. President Julius Maada Bio, he told Magboka Boys School to work hard, go there and feel tangible. Go there and feel tangible. I tell you about evidence based what the president do. President Julius Maada Bio, is very clear. I don't tell you about bridge. 450 kilometer paved road. That is what he did in 8 years. And if I tell you about mining today, the people of Bumbuna, Dansangoya children, people of Masimbra children, people of Sambaya children, and they clap today for President Julius Maada Bio because it make them feel what's in their mineral resources, what's in their forefathers and fed for mining land. Go to Marampa, Mafoki today, the people of Mafoki, Marampa, they aim for field mining. Okay. I'm coming. Through political will, President Julius Maada Bio, political will, it meets surface rent payment to mining communities at 50%. He said, no. The community people are getting wealth increase to 70% in the mines and minerals development at 2022. Now they do in political will. President Julius Maada Bio I mean, can tell people I say 8 years ago, mining is like a Juma business. Once you negotiate your way, just get away with taxes, free one. But President Jos Malabio, he tell the people and say, inside section 143, subsection 4, it's a mandatory if you want to go 2%, but at least gross profit of the investor 1% if you pay them to people today CDC form. I'm telling you, look at the rate mining. If you look at the EITI rating, we have 52% position today. Now they're number 5 position. We score 87.2% as far as the way they do business with taxes, with legislations, them investor, INFA, ease of time. I'm telling you, I also want to tell you in reality, our President Jos Malabio make mineral wealth the beneficiation of the mineral people. If you go today. If you go to the Bumbuna, they will show you.
We can't for look at some of the reality the way they talk.
The realities.
But not just take messages from the public.
Realities
concerning this.
Does it concern Chero? It concern you? Musa? The President Jos Malabio take energy in this country 60%. He bring us to 36% as I talk to the
we look at that.
Besides Kailao.
This one from Acton and New England Village say President Bio has made his position clear. Parliament should support the reforms and create what he described as a stronger and more inclusive democracy. The final parliamentary decision will determine whether those proposals become part of the Sierra Leone constitutional framework and could shape the country's political representation for years to come.
Ibrahim says on our Facebook page, he said a leader's greatest strength is honest advice. If reports reaching the president are incomplete or overly positive, even the best speeches can sound disconnected from people's daily reality. ELSA is one example where many citizens feel the official pictures offers from their experience. Honest reports build trust, filtered reports weaken it.
This one from Francis Musa Kaloy say, if truly believe in modern democracy, then let the people choose their representative. As the president said, yes to inclusive, yes to women, yes to youth, and yes to stronger democracy. That is why the parliamentary voting system matters. FPFP voting system matters.
Mystic Nadwazak, they say the president's speech in parliament on Friday has sparked a huge debate amongst Sierra Leoneans. While some of the areas he highlighted are visible, many other citizens remain more concerned about basic necessities such as food, water, shelter, health care, transportation, and electricity. As a nation, we must continue to prioritize these essential needs because a large number of Sierra Leoneans still struggle to access them.
This other one from Macton and New England is a proportional representation would widen political participation and create greater opportunities for women, young people, professionals, and minority groups to secure representation. The bill also provides for a minimum 30% quota for women in political nominees. The provisions could move women political representation from a long-standing aspiration to a constitutional obligation.
Al-Aji Isa Kalako, they say democracy is the best government of the people, by the people, and for the people. So, he said, if so, let the people choose their representative. Say no to PR.
This one from Tamba Tamba, he say, Honorable Sir, what about the construction of the Conor-Guinea Highway? It is pending. Why?
This one from Swahibu Kurma says, Samba, I will appreciate if government include independent candidates at presidential level from Samba and Ogufam.
This one from Amara Farmer is a good morning, Radio Democracy. Honorable, the APC think they are the only political party to rule Sierra Leone. Come out from Amara Farmer na Lungi.
Okay, with Med Junior, they say the issues that created the uneasiness for President Bio is the implementation of the Commission of Inquiries on the outgoing government. The APC is not okay.
And this other one say, Honorable, you said all what the president talked in his speech is all reality. Okay.
This one they say, this one from Tailu Augustine Safa. They say, please, Honorable, don't call Kailaun for electricity. We are in graveyard.
This other one say, you say electricity don't move to 36%, but with the but we get the worst blackout ever.
Okay. This one, Amadou Sise, they say, Mr. Honorable Emasi Lamina I challenge you that not a single President Bill government money is spent on Prince of Wales School, and subsidies have not been paid for third term of the just concluded 2025-2026 school year. From Soba Sisi Rights of Gloucester.
That's in the first set of messages. We'll get inside the program. We'll go for a short music break. When we will continue for look at more issues.
Yes, indeed. Watermelon Politics, that research do for we inside the program. Good morning, Saloon. We still get to studio guest them. We get the deputy leader too of government business now Parliament. We Honorable Sir Emasi Lamina. They represent the SLPP now Kono districts, and also Honorable Peter Yamba from Bombali district. They represent the All People's Congress Party. We can look at the debates today in a Parliament or the constitutional amendment. But before that, Honorable, messages they don't come. You get 2 minutes for response to the messages them day and the roundup before come to Honorable Peter and look at other issues and can look at the debate in a Parliament.
Yeah, and somebody calls say auto government money. Well, now Badia government work with Badia. These are international partners then. Badia money, then they na PO, within construction they go on, Badia money, then they can my government, then they both school as well as Maboka Secondary School, because government will could donate them. So that person is a simple answer. And the person also asks about PR, widening representation. That's true. Because now only through PR, you see women are protected. I'm telling you, first past the post, interim. With the moment they may propose a certain seats not for be contested by men, the bill na the shelf of parliament over a whole year, because no man will give up his seat. But when you count the 2:1 ratio, it be accepted, and today, we are with a bluff look at today, because 30.4% women and today, 2 PR, they are protected, because we live in a male chauvinistic society, where for small business, man will kill woman there, then get money pass there, and get pass there, and intimidate them, and go tell them bad word, and go chase them. They didn't see the lights, but you see with PR, they are protected, they look at today. You see, the guy child they believe say if I go through free quality education, I get me potency tomorrow for be member of parliament, I go be councillor. Let I also correct this misinformation they go on. PR is only limited to MPship and councillorship. PR they affect presidential vote. PR they affect. Okay, we can't discuss that. This one two clarification will come for me. And the Guinea Kono Highway, I want to tell the person say we are very optimistic because we know that the potential for international trade cannot become international trade center. President Jos Marabio in government, he get very close to his heart. And me here, as an advocate for Kono District, I will advocate, I will shout that it come to pass because it will bring huge benefits to the nation and particularly Kono district. So President Jos Malabio is optimistic that make that promise and it will must come to pass. It will must come to pass. So that is it. He's honest throughout his speech. President Jos Malabio, if he accepts realities that we are not there yet, but he not going to be distracted. He remain focused even as he gets unfinished job them for do.
So you believe everything President Bio saying that speech is not reality?
Definitely, because he proved to be very honest. He said, I still get unfinished task. Can you imagine somebody confess I get unfinished task? It's what I'm very focused. That is a man that is very focused.
Messages then come for you can respond to them. We take issues then before we can look at the debate still in our parliament.
Thank you very much. At note 1, I want to tell all the texters and Boku thank you for weighing into this discussion. And I take note of 1. We talk about how APC, they behave and just feel saying that they want to get the country. Well, I think maybe a misunderstanding on the part of the person. What the APC stand for as a grassroots party, that for ensure we articulate as much as we can the interest of the people. And we want to tell the president thank you in waiting he put in section 12, section 13, section 14 of his address. Section 12 they talk about national cohesion. Section 13, they talk about access to justice. Section 14, they talk about electoral reforms. So these are essentially about the people. This is what APC stands for. One thing where we get a problem with our people as politicians, we they promise, we they talk, then they say we know they do as we they talk. So this is where we want to continue for say, presidential speech as these ones, then good. Then go put together aspirations of the president, intentions, express what he don't do. But we have to be sincere with the people to the extent that then they accept what we talk now we do. For instance, if we talk about for justice, access to justice, the access to justice, the president accepts. For every citizen, must trust that their rights will be protected. Disputes will be resolved and public institutions will act without fear or favor. We don't talk here. Is that what is happening? If you go to the judiciary now, how many people can say, I have confidence in the judiciary? My case was arbitrated in the way and manner that it reflects, even though I don't get money, they don't take me rights away. So these are existential problems and what we get as a country. It is not a political party problem alone. We all. But it behoves a government, a president, for say, let me come. Especially as, the SLPP come on the mantra of change, we expect they should, represent that change we didn't talk about. Electoral reforms. How are we sincere with our people? We know that there hasn't been a time when elections are not contested, except that the 2023 was the most contested. Okay. We come to the glaring view of the world. So if we don't come spend time, spend resources, and come to an agreement for national unity, we're born the tripartite. And now we are seeing a deviation. Although the president promised, in 273, Clause 273, the promise say we'll continue to implement electoral reforms arising from agreement for national unity and the recommendation of tripartite committee. But we are seeing a deviation because some of what the tripartite recommend is not what we are seeing in the amendment bill. So it's about how we are upfront with the people. It is not about APC thinking that they are the only political party in the country. Far from that.
Continue for stay with me inside the program, Honorable Peter Yamba. The program Good Morning Salon, they continue. We come back to now. We look at the issues. We look at the situation in Parliament. The what we go for expect from the SLPP, the APC, and the entire Parliament.
The program Good Morning Salon, they continue inside the program. We take issue inside the program. Inside the president for the Salon Football Association, Babadi Kamara, say the 16 Premier League club them go receive 225 million Olympians next season as seed money. Babadi Kamara talk this inside the Europe Premier League award ceremony where the Premier League board organized for celebrate player, coach, and team them will be perform well inside the 2025-2026 league season. For more on this, make we join Jaffermans Davis.
Standard Football League season at the world. Not incomplete, so tell the FA the league organizer them. Give individual award to player, coach and team them. We walk past the other one day at the league. But for Leon Rock Premier League na Salone, after the last match them and the trophy handing over to the champions Bo Rangers Football Club July 18 this year, and about 21 days it take for make the Salone Premier League board organize award ceremony for celebrate people and team them who work for add standard and value to Salone football. As according to the chairperson for this board, Usman Tomi, the innovation of this league na foundation for other league them in the future.
I am confident that the milestone we have achieved will stand the test of time. At the same time, the lessons we have learned will serve as a shield or blueprint to reshape and improve. The true success of this competition is reflected in the growth of our football ecosystem. Improved standards, better organization, development of players, confidence of our clubs, and the opportunity created for our young talent. One of the greatest achievement of our league is the restoration of integrity of the league and the ability to produce players for our national teams. The Player and Coach of the Month initiative was a significant step as we recognize excellence and rewarding outstanding performances that has not been happening for so many years.
But waiting na Leoroc Metal Group reaction to this for support football next season. The Chief Technical Officer Salim Sela bin get this for say.
Leoroc Metal Group, we are taking it further. For the first time in the history of this country, probably in West Africa, we are contributing $24 million to the government of Sierra Leone to construct the Mabroka to Sambaya Bendugu road. So if we have to put all of that money, I hope the Sierra Leoneans will also understand that there have to be some CSR project that will be deprioritized, but I believe the Premier League board should have no fear because this, as we are told, is benefiting 80,000 people in this country.
This league, according to data from the Salone Premier League board, been get 306 games and about 620 goals come out in this season. We make the president for the Salone Football Association, Babadi Kamara, inside a statement, say one way for continue with the progress where the league make pan different in them, now for empower club them so that they go do their work fine for next season.
The seed money that they used to give to clubs was most times 150 million, 170 million, as the case may be. When we took over, we moved the seed money to 200,000 euros. Going into the next league season, our new football ecosystem is going to reduce the Premier League clubs from 18 to 16 going into the next season. We will maintain the same amount. In total was 3.6 million euros. As president of Sierra Leone Football, I want to announce here that all Premier League clubs will receive 225,000 next season.
After the statements they are, now an attempt for listening to the award them for different position them inside the 2025-2026 Leon Rock Premier League season.
The award for goalkeeper of the season goes to Mohamed Kaku.
The defender of the season is Dauda Kamara.
The young player of the season is James Josu Kanja.
Best midfielder of the season.
And the awards goes to Shaka Sise.
The highest goal scorer is Suleiman S. Kabo.
Playmaker of the season, Sanfa M. Kamara.
Best goal award goes to Saiduba Kamara.
The player of the season award goes to Randy M. George.
Bo Rangers Football Club and for win Coach of the Season award with Coach Alhaji Fore and Best Support Club while Star Sports Academy win the Fair Play Award for the league. This award ceremony been followed with the Leoroc Premier League 11 where they now at the Football Association in website and the Premier League board in official social media page. Journalists and other stakeholders will witness this event, call on board and the Football Association for continue with this effort in the next season. For the Society for Radio Democracy, Jaffermans Davis, the report.
From that report today, inside the program Good Morning Salone, we look at Wakabots.
Not the money again, at the Monday, at the Monday, at you, at this country from last week to this week, important change function in the Apple mine. But firstly, I want to ask Edsa, what do you do, Naba? Where people they buy top up for the meter, they will not give a light. Uncle Grant, you notice that me don't give you black cat grantedly, and you don't lift up small. But area the lecturer estate within your emergency hospital. From Kapu Drive area to go College Junction. Now about 2 weeks now they not the light mine. But do ya people within a Sierra estate close to emergency hospital. Kapu Drive to go College Junction they not the light to Uncle Grant. So tell you man they don't go light for you because them boys and then a damn rascal boys them. Only boys they with and then a head sir. Then get 1, 2 then kind know the one that they get sweet mouth mine. The way they like any the way they go work for people, let them be for the Atina Osusu. So tell them not the pay on office. You see go in statement mine. This is the shortest, opening statement. I think God don't make mine. Then me man to tell me, I go talk Boku, waiting go for talk. Nothing not the mine. Go. Go now you brown shoe now like mine. That you brown shoe for the opening but anyway. Go. We begin to look inside all the things the way you talk. For see if not true or not mine. Go back, make statement to tell you because then people like say whether they make law, how let them use their consent for vote wisely. You use your consent so you not use your consent so with all the full case give God. Anyone will go play on the hand game and vote in another constitution they will not proper. Governor Clark's in prayer, now go for don't part of Mofunu. You know see that boy, Uncle Abdul, if they go right, let we fast and pray. Uda. Fast and pray for waiting. Why this country are not on fast and prayer we need? Una do the right thing, Uncle Abdul. But una me join on CPA party and PPSL party, say let them pull. Independent candidate. Una me tell we say let we fast and pray. Where they can grease una hand with Lily thing. Una all long bill 2 out. Una the travel go and car. Una me tell we say let pray for una. It Alex say something they play on the way to go tell me for fast and pray. Fast and pray for waiting. But do ya, me are not going to put on the, without give me small bench and bread, like give me life. Fast and pray for waiting. I say, but do ya, give me whiskey like lick here. I say, bad to wait on you and not go come over here. Why see the people there when they pick na bad to wait on see them for? It really make us smile. I say, this country here. That boy when in the BSLCB, we get problem of corruption business, now in the say for the part of Atesio money. First we get one case concerning ABNC, now na go put the back. How thing go correct? Ate Friday, CPA party, PPSL party that they dance the music, money necessary. You sure that they dance to themselves? Then they wear red, then they wear green, they dance, so that the boy, it's shaking tumba, like saying a woman, it's shaking tumba, money necessary. How money not go necessary because they don't go grease on one. That me I can tell you one the week in the bottom that place, them people there no go cause and make lava for them. They all same board together, fly together. Not so that they drink and they swing. But we come for people in the interest of this country, how na they misbehave mine. But anyway, and to know that money necessary, that small thing where they don't go grease on one. Uno take that money there. They uno go vote against the people of this country. Nana tell uno go notice some of we with the flying net. Me na the honorable Piki Wakabot.
We can look at the amendment bill passing at Parliament. We studio guess them, but quick before ahead of that, the president may address the nation. Also, a call on then MPs them for votes in the interest of the country, not for the interest of them parties them, and let them vote their conscience. Well, they can't join the MPs them, but make we listen quick the presidential address as Kabia put this report together.
Government we don't start the constitutional review process from 2013 for see the TNM wey dem need for change for make the constitution reflect the current reality of Salone people. The process involve plenty consultation with citizens, civil society, political party, traditional leaders, professional body, and other interest group. Some of the things wey dem dey look now inside this constitution na for look inside the presidential threshold, more woman representation per politics, look on how dem dey appoint the electoral commissioner dem, forget fixed dates of presidential election, and the proportional representation and other one dem wey make President Julius Maada Bio wey im be take up office im be promise say im government go continue with the constitutional review process. This make in government continue with the consultation process, receive position paper, and engage different stakeholders them and the Attorney General and Minister of Justice. They don't go table the 2025 Constitutional Amendment Bill na Parliament. Member of Parliament them, they don't begin debate this bill, and the bill don't go through different process them. Also they don't debate them for about 3 10 now. And plenty people don't they add their voice for this process. And one panel people here. Now the President Julius Maada Bio will make the president be address the nation Sunday, August 9 this year. Also the president been take Salone people back on the history of the constitutional review process.
The constitutional review process began under the late President Ahmed Tijan Kaba of blessed memory, who established the Dr. Peter Tucker Constitutional Review Committee. The committee submitted its report to former President Ernest Bai Koroma, who concluded that a broader and more inclusive process was necessary. He therefore established the Justice Edmund Cowan Constitutional Review Committee. The Cowan Committee, an 80-member body, undertook the most extensive constitutional review in our nation's history.
President Baby explained why government decided to continue with this process.
We did not abandon that work, nor did we seek to begin the process anew. We built upon the foundation already laid. As I have consistently stated, our determination has been to bring this long-standing national assignment to completion. And in my recent capacity as chairman of ECOWAS, I worked to uphold and defend the principle of democracy and good governance across the region. Over the past several years, we have continued to consult widely with stakeholders across the country. We have listened, considered, refined, and presented this bill as part of a constitutional reform process that has crossed administrations, political parties, and generations.
As the debate still occurs now in Parliament, now this President Bill gets to say to Member of Parliament them, but the importance of the Constitution.
Fellow Sierra Leoneans, the bill before Parliament is the product of years of consultation and engagement. It reflects the contribution of citizens from every district, community, and sector of our society. It also contains key reforms that have received agreement and support under previous governments. Among the provisions, it introduces proportional representation to broaden participation and give women and young people, professionals and minority groups a fairer opportunity to be represented in the corridors of power.
President will be called on members in a parliament for put the interests of the nation above them political party or them personal interests.
Let honorable members vote yes, not for a party, not for an individual, but for the people and future of democracy in Sierra Leone. When you enter the chamber to cast your votes, I ask you to look beyond the present political moment. Listen to the voices of the citizens who have participated in the consultations. May history record that at this critical hour, Parliament chose country over division, progress over stagnation, and a stronger democracy for generations to come. I therefore make a clear and solemn appeal. Let this bill be passed now.
President Julius Maada Bio be end up tell thank you to Member of Parliament them for the time when he say they don't take for debate the 2025 constitutional amendments bill and self call on them for make them take decision where it say go in the interest of the nation. With support from Saptiu Kalon for Radio Democracy, Kabiari report.
The program now, Good Morning Saloni, they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. We still get with studio guests them, Honorable Sir Emerson Lamina and also Honorable Peter Yamba Kurma na the program. Honorable Emerson Lamina, will they come to you today na Parliament? The constitutional amendment bill go turn to law. As you mentioned earlier, it said Muslim, they say Inshallah, represented by God in power. They pass some today. What are the position of the SLPP till this moment on that constitutional amendment and the provisions then?
Yeah, the SLPP in position very, very clear. The SLPP respects the people they look at the tripartite. The SLPP respects the Common Report. Remember, for over 20 years or so, this constitutional people on the sick for more common law peace accord who come to the TRC recommendation and say, it's a constitutional Olo, they're really old. Changes and fit for logo stand the test of time. And at that, President Julius Malala Biodu, Peter Toka walk. President Nkrumah come. He said, Peter Toka, I respect you. He said, but I want wider consultation. Then it's someone Kawan. Kawan go. Me, I'm an interviewee. 2016, I was an interviewee. They interviewed me on many things. I give me candid opinion. It's so disingenuous. And then the people have been on sign, like the now chairman of the APC. If you don't sign to a document, say 221, I believe 50.1 is signed there in name day in date today. 221, I believe say PR, the fine sister, is signed there in name day today. They are shifting from their position. Me and grandma tell me, he say APC is like a Ronsho. If you hold the I say, we left me foot. He say Ronsho, if you Ronsho the fed, he say if you say he say, but if you he'll kill you. That is APC. If you they kill you. But if I say I play. Now this I see many shifting position. And when APC will not stand on to the tripartite very clear. Can you imagine recommendation 53 they say let there be 50% plus 1 anyone square. Why? Let me tell you the reason. The reason is this. Today they are changing. So it is so painful. So when you don't believe in something that it don't change all of a sudden. Let's tell you the secret. I'm in ECOWAS. ECOWAS tell me inside Article 40, paragraph 2, that countries within the member state for 12 get uniform laws as best as possible to objective to aim them. It's very important. And if ECOWAS don't tell you, they look at the law they can make. Now, only Sierra Leone will still fight for 55% for long presidency. Now, only Sierra Leone. Liberia neighbor we are now 50 plus 1. Guinea neighbor we are now 50%. Nigeria, big brother, now simple majority with small caveats that at least half of the electoral district if you're able for win them. That is it. Very important. Can you imagine inside the whole West Africa? Now all the salon they still go say, look at 55% will not get president. Mvala go beyond. Inside the whole AU country, 54 countries in the African Union. Now all the Sierra Leone. Why? We need to know for move with the times. We all Rwanda been get war. Horrendous, fearful war, 1994. Rwanda don't advance. Rwanda don't advance in education. Today you are talking of 85% educated people of Rwanda. We are still strong. We are through a free quality education. We don't move on beyond 50% today of education. Where are we going? Rwanda today, if you go to the governance system, because they believe in this PR, you are talking of 62% of women in today in the governance system. We take on a Mediterranean or first past the poster, only 12% to stop. I'm a very proud man. At ECOWAS, I can't tell wrong. I'm a very proud man.
Somebody on our Facebook page, they say, why always we things stay in the interest of politicians? Now then they want to compare we and other countries. But when it comes to development, like how Rwanda don't develop, we as Sierra Leone with it behind small. Come up with some of them things. Then
this is not true because we are going with the times. Now that President Julius Malala Biodu, I don't outline to you many development that we see inside agriculture, we saw it now, inside education, we saw it now, inside infrastructure, we saw it now, etc., etc. Inside men, we saw it now. So it's we are moving with the times. Like Botswana, like other places, we are moving with the times. I don't outline for you, so that's not true. I'm talking of progressive laws. President Julius Malala Biodu should be commended for many progressive laws that we don't make. When he came, the opposition be very apprehensive. He said, the panic, death penalty at all abolisher. Can you imagine? Unanim journalism, they panic on the 1965 draconic seditious libel law. He said, really? He pull and come out. So he said, I'm coming.
But the cyber another one way.
The cyber, yes, for journalists or social media users, they become very responsible. They have like a day. So he said, IMC, here for repeal and replace them today, etc., etc. Progressive laws. He said that prohibits 18% below. No marry them. Then the girl became full in potential. Progressive law. Today, President Joseph Mala be able to move. You don't move to MPSA. That 55% when I win more now Africa. Now win more now ECOWAS got logo 50. And this document here, Chairman Usman Fodi signed as his signature, as his stamp there. Today, it is Rene Froma. Can you imagine? The PR system. Now, only two PR systems. I'm telling you, I was leader. I was privileged. In the 6th Parliament, I happened to be one of the leaders for a minority party. One for Tel Tenki, to Honorable Cherry Coco, to Honorable Kanda Yomkala, to Honorable Matthew Sanyuma, and me. It came to a time when they called the Jimmy Bill. It took over a whole year, the Parliament was secret. Over a whole year of Parliament. Why? The Jimmy Bill, in original proposal, certain seats should not be contested by men. Now all the seats in the IMAC, they man say, where can't get seats? They all frown, they kick and come out. Now then leaders they ask to do with the clerk, former clerk, I'm talking of Paran Umar Tarali. If you so get sense, we also know brainstorm. They don't come out with a 2:1 ratio. When you get 2-man symbol, the one now woman. You get 2-man symbol, the one now woman. So they like today, we are proud for not get 30.4% in the ECOWAS. Now all the Senegal between ECOWAS and fast woman representation concern, then get 42.2%. But the Republic after we. So all of these things, now only through this system, women today, woman, if you're not woman salon, till now say you right. Let them not bully you. Let them push you. We train all first part of the post now 12% to stop in Parliament.
Honorable, they come back to you. What would they expect today in our Parliament? And we look at a few messages. Them Honorable Yamba, today in our Parliament, now the final day for the constitutional amendment debate. What's in the position of the APC? I come back to you.
The position of the APC is clear. That we not day against the amendment bill in entirety. There are aspects of the bill where we agree to. We are people, we respect the women, and we agree say women for be given a chance. So we agree to the 30% that we for enforce them, even though the provision already don't exist with the GIWI bill. And here again we emphasize, rather than the PR system, as SLPP, they want us for believe we enhance the 30%. It is actually the GIWI bill. So now a proposal to strengthen it in the Constitution is welcomed by APC. It must be made clear. Secondly, we also agree that our diaspora brothers and sisters, they contribute meaningfully to this country, financially and technically and otherwise. They don't go. They don't acquire certain skills, certain knowledge, and the amount of remittances within they send back home now, they contribute to the economy vastly. So to ask them to participate in supporting certain programs as earlier, and when they come up elections or for participate politically, we say no, they not get right. I think it is a little bit over the mark. So APC agrees that therefore allow them to participate at least at the level of Parliament and ministerial positions and other appointed positions.
Okay.
Not the president. So we agree to that. So that is our position. The other one them, we see and they articulate say there is a fundamental deviation from what is agreed upon. We understand, we brothers there at the SLPP, they blame APC for say, then they renege on which they don't accept. But, let us be factual. If we go to the tripartite recommendation, we see the amount of deviation will come from this amendment bill.
All right. What are the areas?
The deviation?
Yes.
It is a subsection. Let me read you a subsection because, my leader been they talk about the presidential threshold. The presidential threshold, the tripartite, they talk about a 50+1. But when you read the amendment bill, properly, they talk about simple majority. And that is disingenuous. That is not the spirit. That is not the spirit of the tripartite recommendations. Right. And the tripartite recommendation, we talk about a search and nominating committee. And for instance, for SLAJ, within SLAJ, for recommend a person. We will go sit in that search and nominating committee where eventually then go suggest names them for the president in consideration. Now the bill is telling us that SLAJ go dede, but not to SLAJ go appoint from SLAJ. Now the president for appoint from SLAJ. It's a departure from what we all be agreed to, and there are others. So this departure, again, they cause the problem. But more so, with the reference the other documents and the Kawan and the thing. Granted that these discussions were held, but me leader go accept, like they say, with a move with times. The Kawan was about 12 years ago, and contextually, times don't move, situations don't change. Okay. And you feed in a classroom right now, so they ask you for write a thesis, for write, they expect you for go reference work where beyond the 20 years ago or 12 years ago. They will tell you 5 years or below. Okay. Now that's any serious teacher will tell you for do.
Honorable, they look at two messages then we can come back. So what will be the position of APC today in the parliament? What will the vote for, what will not for vote for? And what you would expect at the end of the day. This one from Super Caps for the Kabakabana Facebook page. They say the controversy surrounding other clauses remain unresolved. The proposed shift from the first past the post system to proportional representation continues to dominate debate, with critics warning the transition backs inclusivity and clear safeguards. Civil society groups, including the National Consortium on Public Accountability, have called for broader national dialogue before proceeding with the PR system.
This one from Tamba is say again, Honorable Sir, what is the status of people who have been working at the Koindu Holdings mining?
Okay, more messages them inside the program. Good morning, Salon. We look at this one from Ibrahim Sangba. Is a government promise what with Koidu to Kamayando Road and Ngaya to Falaba Road. Where are they today? From Ibrahim Sangba on our Facebook page.
This one say from Ibrahim say, I hope member of parliament will vote their conscience because this is a lifetime issue.
From them messages there, so we come to we studio guest them for respond to the messages here. So Honorable before come to Honorable Marcin Lamina will go round up with okay. Yeah, when they come to you, you go round up. Honorable, you be there on the leg before we messages them. Respond to the messages them. You get 2 minutes 30 seconds for respond to them and state the APC position. What you want to vote for today? What you want to get for vote for today?
Clearly, Abidon they articulate that already. What you they vote for today? And thank God for the president's message yesterday to the nation. He admonished people for vote in realization of the aspirations of the people. And for us as APC, not only did we rely on the tripartite recommendations, we come about as a result of an acceptance, a general acceptance, say there was a problem in 2023. We also rely on an equivalent of the common, which is the very consultations where they do after the tripartite thing or during the period of the tripartite, we then do where out of them consultations and the majority prefer the first past the post, and this is the people speaking, and that is what the president in his speech wanted us to do, to listen to the people and do for the interest of the country. So if for the interest of the country, that is what we'll be doing today, to stand with the people. All those things where the people, we know say the people are desirous of, that is what we will stand by.
Now one of them will not go stand with the people or first past the post.
The first past the post.
Now not for as APC.
The first past the post is clearly right because the arguments where the proponents of the PR they put together, the 2023 defeats those arguments clearly. They talk about inclusivity. 2023 proved that the PR cannot give us inclusivity. Otherwise, in 2018, there were 4 political parties, including independent people in the parliament. Today, under the PR system, there are only 2 political parties, no independent candidates.
During the debate, the Deputy Speaker, Honorable Ibrahim Tawa, say it envisaged the APC get for walk out of parliament before this bill will be passed into law.
We know they walk out. We know they walk out.
All right.
We know they walk out.
Okay.
We'll be in parliament today full time.
Okay. Continue for the routine inside the program. We'll come over to you, Honorable Masin Lamina. Firstly, why una dey against independent candidates on presidential level, both the APC and the?
No way. Allow me to say the 2 political parties in the parliament, because we realize say people cannot come for symbol for them be president. They don't popularize themselves. Party don't give popularity all of a sudden because you not get a bid for run for presidency, but you don't carry the ambience, the popularity of that party. As a result, you go. It actually defeat the constitution because the constitution say nobody no go be presidential candidate except it is under political party.
So
that is it.
People for day into APC and SLP.
Yeah, that is it.
But it's because this is democracy. Why not they allow people do it in they want? Well, especially go according to the country law.
Why is it that you don't popularize yourself, they don't know you in a particular political party, all of a sudden because you don't get a bid, you move. You create disruption. Moreover, the constitution, what they look at, maybe, it say you independent candidate no go be presidential material except it is under the whole entrench we go to. You get long process. That is it.
So in today's edition, what we get for see in the votings now, all those against the or all those against the high.
I don't say MP
secret ballot.
MP they go vote aye. Why they go vote aye? Because most of the Baba laws and way APC been bring in this country now in this bill they go correct. This bill actually go make for sack vice president unfashionable. Imagine Salon for long plunged into another war. I did not be majority or cannot be very minority tribe. It happened in South Sudan where Salva Kiir sacked vice president Riek Machar. Then kill over 3,000 South Sudan's most one. The same thing happened here. But this bill, they go to say no. You president, as it is now in a case law, President Josman Abio, Astafla 10 times 10. Can sack today in vice president. Now law, it don't happen. But this bill they go say, no, you don't get right again. Okay. Now only 2/3 of MPM, give me small time. As it begins small time. Okay. Now only 2/3 of MPM, and they say that no, you can sack the vice president. Is it I continue for say this over and over. The 50.1 or the simple majority, the 50.1%. In popular all over West Africa and all over Africa as a whole. Okay. Now only Sierra Leone get 55%. So run for move with the time. And I tell you say it's very clear that only PR go protect women. No waste your time. No begin tell the people the truth. The truth is PR already in a law. Okay. Look at the Public Election Act, Section 58. It don't clearly put 2:1. And PR it only affect honorable-ship and councillorship. It don't affect mayorship. It don't affect DC council chairmanship. It don't affect presidential. No way. Now only in the PR aspect because now only in the PR women go full save. Remember, we live in a male chauvinistic society. We get money pass woman there. We get getting pass them. We intimidate them. We molest them. You forget the symbol. So you see, that is it. I'm talking, but in all of these things, in 2018, how many percent will get? 12%. Look what they done there. Well, now, only in 2023 election, Salon go 30.4%. You want to reverse those gains? We cannot.
We cannot. Opportunity as today.
We cannot. I have been an MP.
For talk, but talk on and back. We want to say plenty. Thank you, Honorable.
That is it. One be an MP. Look, this bill is go further for tell you say soldier man, policeman. No get interest, not be partisan. Okay. The APC back out a very bad law in 1978. Not tell the people in the history. Okay. When they make soldier man, he gets sit inside parliament. And for that thing, they begin to open politics. When they make a policeman, he gets sit inside parliament. So you already fit there. You expose them to parliament. Baba Rosen, this period they go and say, then lawyer they don't bring sugar, man, not bring police when I get to parliament.
You believe say the PR system go pass today?
Definitely, by all means, I'm very optimistic.
Thank you very
that
much.
if I have vote for the people, vote for the women, vote for youth them, the PR system is the best for Sierra Leone. I have been an MP whether we through first pass the post with the highest vote Nakono. I have been an MP whether we first pass the post with the highest vote Nakono. PR with the highest vote again. So the PR are the better election for the people of Sierra Leone. Go vote PR. Go vote 50%.
Bombali district.
Well, until I vote for us today, we'll get for bringing them back for all kinds of on. Let's thank you for joining the program this morning. Well, I have the content of the program. Good morning, Salon. We come to you live from Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Plenty thank you to producers Abtu Kalo with support from me, Kabia. Plenty thank you to Abdul Gilen, DJ Keman for technical support. Mary Kamara Bangura make on see you live on Facebook. So to meet another 10 minutes, Usman Kamara have a wonderful day.
Musa Kamara say bye bye.